Good evening and welcome to tonight's upload. My name's Emma. Subscribe for weekend vlogs, hauls and all sorts of stuff about being a mom. Now tonight we're going to be tackling potty training for girls. I've already done a potty training for boys video which I will link below. They have an added extra piece that the girls don't have, but tonight I'm going to be talking about potty training for girls. I would love you to leave in the comments any tips, hints, anything that worked for you that would help other mums that stumble across this video and read all about it. So I'm going to crack straight on and I'm going to start off with my number one tip, which is wait until they are ready. You might have the odd relative that is convinced that you were potty trained by the time you were 12 months old, but it's just different in this day and age. We don't have terry towel nappies. The kids don't really know when they're wet and when they're not wet, so you really need to wait until they're ready. I didn't for my girl. I did it dead on when she was 2, and I'll leave a link below to a blog post called How Potty Training Nearly Killed Me, because it did. She was 2, I had a brand newborn baby, I just had a C-section and it was a nightmare. It took months. However, with my boy, I left it until he was ready, which was just after 3, smashed it in 3 days. So it's really important to wait until they're ready. Tip number 2 is pick a good potty. So you might want to go all out, and I've seen like singing, dancing, not dancing, potties don't dance. Potties dancing would be quite repulsive, but just singing potties, or you might have cute little steps to go and sit on the toilet. We had super cheap potties for my girl. We had like a Minnie Mouse one I think we got from Home Bargains, and we also had a really easy IKEA one which I'll pop a picture around. We had 2. We kept one in the car for any times she needed an emergency wee, and also we kept one downstairs for quite a long time. But you might want to go straight to the toilet. You might want to go out and get them to pick one of those nice little mini toilet seats which are really cute. My boy really loved. So make sure you pick a nice potty. Also, let them pick their pants. Tiny little pants. We let both of mine pick the pants. So my girl went out and picked pants, and she had frozen ones, she had pepper ones. I also made sure I got them from really, really cheap shops, because you, my friend, are going to get through loads of pairs of pants. And I would say, you know, you should be scrubbing all the pants and getting all the poo out of it. I chucked loads of pants away. I did. I chucked loads of pants away, which I know is not very good, but you know what? It just made life so much easier. So I had loads and loads and loads of pairs of pants in the house, and it really, really helped. Number 4. Prepare for the worst. There is going to be poo on the floor. There will most definitely be wee on your couch, and I can promise at some point you might have a little cry because it is just never ending. So there's a couple of things you could do to help. You could first of all have a pull-up at night, which obviously stops bedtime kind of accidents, which is really good for the first few months, even the first year or so of night time, so you don't have any accidents at night. You could also get yourself some Andrex wipes. We did not have this when I potty trained my little girl, but I would have loved these. These are gentle clean wash stitch, and you can shove them down the loo, so it's really helpful. So if they have an accident, you need to quickly wipe their bum, because often the poo somehow gets down to like their ankle. I've had them come down and there's been like a little bit of poo on their ear. You're like, what the hell has happened here? So the Andrex wash is really good. You can give it a quick wipe, you can shove it down the toilet. Might be handy just to have next to the potty downstairs while they learn to wipe their bum, because generally they wipe their bum with their hands or with just like a rogue sock, so it might be handy to have them around. Another good tip is we went to Poundland and booked puppy training pads. So if none of you had dogs, a puppy training pad is like a large sheet, similar to what you might have had on the bed when you thought your waters were going to pop. I tell you what, we're talking glamorous stuff here, aren't we? Poo, wee, waters popping. You put them down, say if you're going in a car seat, you can put them on the car seat, or if they are sat somewhere, you could put them underneath them. So if they do have an accident, you're not living for fear that you're going to ruin all your furniture. A really another good tip, which is tip number 5, is rewards. Rewards really worked for both of my 2, especially my little girl, because as I say, at 2 it went on for a considerable amount of time, and maybe with hindsight I should have stopped it, but I just kept going. So we had a reward chart which was a gold coin for a wee, I think maybe a gold coin and a tick for a poo, and then at the end she got lots of ticks and ended it with the Doc Mutt stuffing toy. But you need to chat to your other half, or nans, or granddads, or carers, because I even sent her in with a little chart to nursery and say, look, she gets 1 chocolate coin for a wee, because I remember screaming to my husband, you've given her 15 chocolate coins for a wee, how dare you, now she doesn't understand the system. So just make sure everybody's really clear of what's going on, because you could end up with a child who is continuously eating chocolate coins while you're screaming at your husband. And the final tip is don't worry. It's very rare to find a 25-year-old lawyer, solicitor / doctor, pop star girl walking around still in a nappy. Doesn't happen, does it? Eventually they will get the hang of it. And if you speak to other friends, they will tell you how tough it is, not to worry, to calm down, don't despair, buy loads of pairs of pants. You might even want to have a potty party. That really worked for my girl. Me and my 2 friends put all the kids round, potties in the garden, running around naked, weeing and pooing wherever they want, and that really helped to try and crack it. So, there are my top tips for potty training. Pick a potty, pick your pants, prepare yourself, think of some great rewards, try not to shout at your husband, even though it's very tempting, and don't panic. If you have any other tips you'd like to give, don't forget to leave them in the comments, because loads of people stumble across videos like this and it would really help them. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe for more stuff from me. Have a lovely evening, and I will see you very soon. Bye.